Welcome, everybody. Hey. Welcome. Welcome to the Eric Zane Show Podcast, a daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures. So glad you are here. Okay, so is there anything that can just scare the hell out of you more than a stinking hornet's nest? You whip those bastards up, and then all of a sudden, I appreciate the Hornet community because they actually give you quite a degree of warning. You really got to screw this up to get stung. I've had this happen numerous times, but they all like leave the nest, and then they're going to do a couple of passes around, like Maverick buzzing the tower, and then they're going to go in and strike. You do have time. I was unwinding a hose. I had to, pull it all out. It sounds very sexual. And then all of a sudden, I noticed the air traffic was picking up, and I was like, wait, huh? Oh no! And then I get the hell out of there as quickly as possible, and then they all kind of like land again back in the zone. It's the hose wrapper thing is like a big piece of plastic that surrounds it. You like close the lid on it, one of those deals. Well, it's ideal for these freaking hornets. So God knows how big this nest is. So now in the backyard, I've got all of this hose unwound. And the plan was to take that hose and spray in the backyard like for weeds, because there's all sorts of shit weeds back there. It's ridiculous. So I'm tired of it looking like that, because basically I'm just mowing weeds now. Well, I got this stuff. You attach it to the end of the hose. You spray it on there. The weeds go away. Okay, great. Problem. The hose is now all over the yard, and I'm not going back there. Fuck that. So then I'm like, well, this is what you do. You then wait till nightfall, and then all those bastards, they like settle down for the night, and they all go over to like the nest and just hang out until the morning. And then they start to get active again. And then you blast them with the spray. So I was like, all right, you bastards, you're going to die. And honest to God, this is ridiculous to me, because I actually feel bad when I have to do that. And that's what I've talked to you about. I don't, if I'm like above the pool and I'm getting ready to clean it out and I see a couple of little bugs in there that are fighting for their lives before they drown, I will go. I mean, I'm not kidding you. A little tiny bug, and scoop it out and like, oh, go on, run away. Oh God. I hate the frickin' sensitivity. It's almost too much. I need to be more of an asshole to living things. That sounds weird. Aram says you should feel bad about killing them. They're outside. Where else are they supposed to live? No, I'm with you. But part of me wants to just leave it alone. But I mean, I got my grandkids that hang out there on the over that area where that hose is stored on the pool deck, and no, I can't have it. The comment, wait, you feel bad about bugs, but will cut in a zipper lane? Wait, first of all, that's the right thing to do, stupid ass. Second of all, that's completely two entirely different things. One is killing something. One is trying to keep traffic moving at a normal pace. Shut up. If you're going to make a joke, at least try. Kim writes, my dad will scoop spiders in the house and put them outside. He's afraid the spider family will come back and attack if he kills one. I won't even kill them. If I see a spider in the house, I don't kill it. No. I leave it alone. Paul says, I'm the same, but somehow I enjoy hunting still. But if it's not in season, I can't kill. No, you're a sick fuck. And all of you hunters are. I understand why hunting is essential. I just don't understand how you can do it. It's a good thing that you psychopaths exist and find joy out of murdering creatures. I could not do it because, well, I'm better than you. If you have a heart and a soul, you don't hunt. You need scumbags like Paul there to do that shit. And it's a damn good thing that we have lunatics and animals walking amongst us to be able to do the deed of hunting. You know, I mean, honestly, if these pieces of shit weren't out there hunting, you know, the deer would be destroying the farmers' crops. That's what I'm told. Or they'd suffer with some type of horrible disease. I don't know. These are probably all lies that the hunting community tells just so that you can feel better about what you're doing. But at the end of the day, it's fucked up, man. What an awful thing. The comment, fuck spiders and hornets. They'll bite, sting you if given the opportunity. Survival of the fittest, assholes. Eat poison. When I was a kid, of course, no internet. So you had to go outside and entertain yourself. So we would search for the largest spider you could find, put it in a bucket, and then gather up as many, lift rocks and gather crickets and other bugs and throw them in the bucket. And man, the war that would ensue. I would eventually feel pretty bad about it because there was a lot of death and destruction. The spider would kill several of the crickets, but I've talked about this before. The crickets would always overcome the spider by sheer numbers. This comment, yeah, the factory farm is so much better than hunting for your own food. Yeah, it isn't. It isn't. It's all fucked up. Okay? It is all fucked up. And it's not my fault that I was raised on chicken and hamburger. If my parents had done their job right and made me eat grain and beans, we wouldn't be having this discussion. All right? You know, seriously. So shut up. I love meat, okay? I am with you. I love it. But it is really disheartening to think how meat is produced. That's why Chris in Minnesota is such a serial killer. We'll talk to him today on the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast. I think he's the guy who has to kill all the pigs in Minnesota. Chris says, when I was stationed in Texas, we would drop scorpions on top of the fire ant mounds. Awesome fight. Oh, God. All right, where was I? Because when I was spraying a hornet's nest up north at Fear Bunker North, you know, it was small, and the little guy's crawling out, and he's trying to make the nest for the queen, you know, and he's not messing with me, but I don't want to get stung. So, that's it, you know, done. What was that, Daisy? Oh, okay. Diana just let Daisy in. So, I'm like, all right, I gotta take care of this. And then I didn't do anything. So now I got to wait till nightfall again. Or else you see, if you spray them during the day, those bastards are out in the field gathering stuff to make the nest bigger. And so they're out in the field and then you spray it, and then they come back and they go, what the fuck? Who is that? And then boom, you're going to get stung. So you got to wait till they all come back to the nest to go to bed for the night, and then you blast them. A couple years ago, there was an enormous bald-faced hornet's nest in that tree, and I took care of it. I was scared to death, but it worked perfectly. You just a couple cans, 2 on the ground, 2 in your hands, and you just spray it. When those run out, you pick up the next 2. So that's what's up. Now I've got this hose all over the pool deck, and I should have sprayed it last night, but I was too busy being in pain. 8-mile run yesterday. It's weird because on this particular day when this 16-weeker training program started, on this particular day it started out as like a 2-mile run as recovery. Now the recovery run is 8 miles. Now, I know you're thinking, oh, that sounds great. And it actually is. It allows me to kind of like just go slow and that's what you're there. You're trying to get stronger, but at the same time, it's still recovery from the day before, which was more intense. But it takes up a lot of time. Now we're getting to the point where I am finishing up. I'm halfway through. Like at the end of this week, I'll be done with 8 weeks of the 16 on this training schedule, which reminds me, it has been way too long since we talked with my pal Mike Ball, who I am challenging after being destroyed by like 45, 50 minutes last year in the Grand Rapids Half Marathon. And I'm sure he's strong as hell. I'm probably going to lose again, but I'm doing better this year than I was last year. And that isn't saying much because last year was an absolute shit show. He's out peddling Little Debbie snacks, no doubt. I'm probably going to get stood up. Paul says, how do I avoid side cramps? I get terrible side cramps after too much movement.
This Mike.
I don't know. Are you going too fast? I wish I could help you. I haven't had that problem. Look it up online, how to avoid cramps. Aram is very active, and he woke up today and said, I am going to rub Eric's nose and shit. And every comment I see, that's what he's doing. Thanks. I appreciate that. That's great. Paul, I think when in doubt, slow down. Do less. Take time to build up to it. That's the big thing. Slow down. Do less. Build up more gradually. So welcome into the Eric Zane Show Podcast. This is a daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures. We are fast approaching show number 900. It won't be long. I won't hit 1,000 this year. It'll be in 2023 when I hit 1,000 shows. It'll be past the 4-year mark of doing this. But, yeah, welcome back. For you folks who are enjoying the show on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, it is time to say goodbye to you. If you want the full show uninterrupted, you must go to twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. Why, Eric? Why do you do that? It's just a better platform. So I like to give it to you on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube for at least a little bit to maybe get a few of you to sign up on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. Go there, fill out your little username, give yourself a username, and then follow the show. You hit the follow button. And if you want, subscribe as well. When you subscribe, you will see no ads as the show is going on. You'll always get an ad to start, but if you subscribe, And you can subscribe for free with your Amazon Prime account. Do that, but you got to do it each month. It won't auto do it for you, so you got to do it each month. Or if you want, and I don't really stress this, if you don't have Amazon Prime, you can pay $5 to subscribe, and then you will get no ads. That's just if you want the show live. 8 a.m. Monday through Friday. I've been doing this for years. This is where you find it. If you don't care, if you're like, I don't give a shit about whether I see it live or I get it recorded later on in the day, that's fine too. It's totally free and available for you wherever you download podcasts. Eric Zane Show Podcast. Cannot miss it. I got a Patreon, patreon.com/Eric Zane, that helps pay the bills. If you want more content, totally up to you. There you go. Okay, that's the hard sell about your old pal Eric Zane. Welcome to this Thursday edition of the show. I say goodbye to the folks on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. You're great. I appreciate you. Twitch and Facebook brought to you by Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, and EV. At Eric Zane Show on Twitter, brought to you by Blue Frost IT. And YouTube, brought to you by Frank Fuss, My Policy Shop Insurance. Okay, I started watching a new show. As I talked about, I was absolutely overjoyed and thrilled with how Better Call Saul ended. And I'm happy because I convinced a couple of you to actually start watching those shows. Kenny finally got after Breaking Bad. Boy, you have a lot of TV to catch up on. I think I've hooked him on that. As well as Stevie, I got her hooked on Better Call Saul. Okay? So the latest show that I just picked up on is a short run, and it is called Hard Knocks. Now, I've watched this before. The cameras with HBO, they follow a football team during training camp, and then there you go. This year, my Detroit Lions are in the spotlight. And this is great because, despite only winning 3 games last year, I think they had 3 wins, 13 losses, and a tie. I think that's the worst part of it, the tie. They started out 0-10. I think, yeah. Yeah, 0-10. And then they went 3-1 to finish the year. So the cameras follow the team around training camp. And then the storylines develop. And it's great because this dude, Dan Campbell, is, I don't know, man. I part of me is like, we can't possibly have something good happen if you're a Detroit Lions fan. Again, this team has won 1 playoff game since the 1950s. 1. And I remember it. I remember watching it. And now I believed in Dan Campbell from the moment he got to Detroit. And despite all the shitty season last year, I don't know. When they would lose, I just wouldn't get too bummed out about it. I just, whatever, If they become champions, Super Bowl champions, it would almost be traumatic for me to have that happen. I would be so overjoyed it would cause stress and trauma because I've been following this team since 1980. Daisy. But to see what's going on there on this show is really something. Now, Dan Campbell used to be a tight end, 3rd-round draft pick out of Texas A&M. A few years with the New York Giants, Dallas Cowboys, Detroit Lions, and finished his career with the Saints. Started out coaching with the Dolphins, and the dude's awesome. Love him. big badass guy, and he hires a bunch of former coaches that he thought would be a good fit for the Lions. I shouldn't say former coaches, former players, and one of them in particular is Deuce Staley. Staley was a running back for he spent the best years of his career with the Philadelphia Eagles, and just a hilarious dude, super intense. Okay, and one of the things that they show in Hard Knocks, spoiler alert, is the dynamic with him and defensive coach Aaron Glenn. So these two are best buddies, but they'll have the offense taking on the defense. Glenn is the coach of the defense. Staley is the coach of the running backs and the assistant head coach. So he's like all about offense taking on defense. So this is all in practice. So these two talk so much shit to each other. It's awesome, but they're like best buddies. And it's great, So audio, check. Video, check. I wish this clip was 10 minutes long. Here you go.
He know it's on. Ain't no need to even talk about it.
Why you circling me, though?
I'm sorry. Huh?
Why you circling me?
That's what the vultures do. they just keep circling.
I truly love him,
Yes, love.
but I want to him up between the lines. I'm going to tell you straight up.
Look at those eyes.
Yeah, AG and stuff.
He's crazy. He is crazy.
Ain't no doubt.
You want something, we gonna give you something.
Yeah, well, we gonna take it.
We want something, we gonna give you something. We gonna give you everything you want. Let's go, man, compete. I'll compete them. Now talk.
Stop the screen.
5-yard
Stop the
route.
screen. Oh,
You happy
great.
with a
Stop the screen.
5-yard route?
Great. You stop the screen.
You wanna talk
I'm happy for you.
5-yard route?
I'm happy for you.
You should be.
Yeah, you stop the screen. I ain't heard you
Hey,
all
thank you,
practice.
dog.
Now you woke up. You forgot to tell them we playing today. You forgot to tell them we playing today.
Man, y'all had a first
They look
one play, now you
scared.
wanna talk.
They look scared.
Look scared. That is fucking sweet. Holy shit. These guys would do anything for each other. That is so much fun. Lion's going to let Zane down, and he's going to end up washing the embellisher in a G-string for Bill. Why can't you just let me have my fun? Why do you have to? Why don't you shut up, Jesse? Then there's this moment. Staley is talking to one of these players about meeting. Hey, when am I going to be able to meet your wife? She said, you've been bragging about your wife. When can I meet her? And considering how intense he is from the clip I just played, the player who he's talking to asks Staley a question about concerning this meeting. I love this clip. Check it out.
Go.
What's good?
When I'm be able to meet wifey,
She'll be there tomorrow. I'd like for you to meet her tomorrow, Coach.
I will stay at the practice tomorrow.
You're gonna be chilling though? I was talking to you.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
You're gonna be chilling when you meet her. As opposed to.
I don't even know how to take that. I'll tell me what you're talking about.
Never mind.
No, let's talk about it, because I'm trying to. Apparently, you want me to be a certain way.
I take that back.
No.
That is hilarious. What a character. That guy is he just makes me laugh. Good God. Oh, man. The Lions are, so the dude Aaron Glenn was a terrific player as a defensive coordinator. And Staley, Mark Brunell, I forget. who they all are. And you know what? They might suck this year. They might suck again. In fact, honestly, 6 wins or less, maybe 7, which would be a lot more wins than they won last year. I don't, that would still be a losing season, but maybe next year, we've been waiting a long time. The thing I loved about the Lions last year, they very seldom did I get the impression that they stopped trying. I watched those games, and I got the impression that they were working really hard and they didn't give up, and that's pretty much the expectation that I have for these guys. But I'm telling you, if they get hot and they go crazy and have a great year, this state is going to lose its mind. God, would that be fantastic? So I'm just going to temper the enthusiasm. I love the show. Hell, I watched it when they had the Las Vegas Raiders on. It might have been the Oakland Raiders at the time. I don't know. John Gruden. And it was great. I mean, the show makes you a fan of a team because you get to see how these people act and behave, They had a moment where Aiden Hutchinson, who is the top draft pick for the Lions, they make the rookies come up and sing, and he sang Billie Jean. I should probably get that clip. Aiden Hutchinson, Billie Jean. Yeah.
She was more like the beauty queen from the movie scene. I said, don't mind what you do to me. I am the one. On the floor, in the round. She told me her name's Billie Jean. Across the scene, every head turned and eyes dream. Being the one. In the round. People always told me.
I love how the players get into it. That to me is my favorite part when they all start singing the chorus with them.
People always told me.
It's like it's gaining momentum. I'm telling you, laughter builds teams. This is great. My favorite. When he started this, look at that. They're all having a good time. That's so sweet. When he started that whole song, he goes, hello, I'm Aiden Hutchinson. I went to Michigan. And I guess you have to give, you have to announce what your signing bonus was. And so some of these guys are going up there and they're saying, yeah, so-and-so, I'm ready to sing. I was drafted in the 3rd round. And my signing bonus was $100,000. Yay! Yeah, $100,000. Hutchinson gets up there. He goes, hey, you doing? I'm Aiden Hutchinson. I went to Michigan. I was drafted in the 1st round, and my signing bonus was $23 million. And everybody goes, fuck you. That is so fucking great. This 21-year-old dude has $23 million signing bonus. All right. Great show. Great show. Love that. I just love seeing the whole human side of it. You know, that to me is almost better than the football. Speaking of football, Chris in Minnesota was kind enough to create a fantasy football league. And I signed up yesterday. I have never done this before. I think we have our draft coming up in a couple of weeks. It was only open to 20 people. And by the way, two of you, Mike G, and who, I mean, I don't know a ton about Mike, but someone I do know a little bit about, Kevin Kuipers, somehow managed to sign up twice. So between those two dopes, they occupied 4 of the spots available of the 20. I get 1, which means there's 15. There was 15 spots left over. They've all filled up now. So I'm like, how the fuck did you do that? Especially you, Kuipers. Kuipers he's done fantasy football before. I mean, I've never done this. And it's simple. It says, click this to sign up. So I clicked it. It says, what's your name? Eric. What's your last name? I put all that shit in there. And then, boom, I've got my team. Kuipers and Mike have 2 teams. Jesus. So I'm going to talk to Chris. Do we start a whole new league? Do we add teams? I don't know. Because this one was only 20 teams, or do we just leave it that way? I don't know. He's the commissioner. Not my decision. I wonder if I can go 0 for 2 on phone calls here. He's probably murdering a pig right now as we speak. There's no way he picks us up. Sam the Jew says you can add slots before the...
Sorry, I missed your call. I'll call you back as soon as I can.
Fuck, man, everybody's leaving me hanging today. Tyler says he's too busy slicing pig throats. Tyler, how are you doing? Are you back to work, buddy? Because, you know, after the birth of your lovely child, I haven't seen or heard anything. I haven't seen a pic. I don't know. Have you done the big "this is our announcement" thing yet? He says, I am back to work and I'm exhausted. The child probably keeping... You think you're exhausted? All you have to do is get the child out of the bassinet and then give it to your better half so that the child can have something to eat. Tyler says, lots of pics on my Facebook. Okay. You know, oh my God. Wow, you aren't kidding. What a great group. What a great group. I'm going to brag about Kyler. Okay, look at my man on the day that he got married. Look at her. Holy shit. Look at his wife. She's got a look on her face like, A, I'm the boss, and B, it's time for some sex. All these bros are here, hot chicks. Okay, off and running. Awesome. That was the wedding day. Look at this. Grayson Tyler Kerr made his entrance into the world August 3rd. Weighed 7 pounds, 11 ounces. Little fella. Look at him. Oh, my God. He's got... What's all this shit on his face? Is that to help with... That's obviously to help with the breathing, right? And then here he is like, hey, how's it going, man? This is a bunch of shit on my face. Hello, little buddy. Hello, little fella. Look at Mom. Look at Michaela. Look at Tyler. It's the last time he's going to look refreshed for a long time. Oh, my God. Wow. Oh, hi. Spectacular. Oh, man. Congrats. Congrats. I'm so happy for you. I am so happy for you. That is awesome stuff, man. Doesn't get much better than that. I'll tell you right now. All right. Where was I? I feel like the ADHD is running high, which, by the way, I just talked to my son, Jim, and he starts questioning me not long ago about this whole ADHD thing, which some people would say unfortunately diagnosed with, but no. It's awesome. You guys wish you had this. I'm never bored. Okay, there's always something else that's entertaining me. My own thoughts, things around me. Can't stay focused on anything. It's just ridiculous. It's almost like the alcohol that I used to drink 26 years ago was, almost tempering me to some degree. So when I find out after this long-ass test that I take, the doc says, yeah, you've got ADHD. What do I do? Nothing. You're 50 years old. It's just, you've adapted. There's nothing to do. You just took this test, and now I'm telling you have it. So run along. Okay. My son calls me up, and he starts to talk to me about that. He goes, I think I have it. What do you mean you think you have it? I go, well, congratulations if you do. It's great. He goes, nah, I think I got to focus more. Now, he's obviously quite a bit younger when he found out. And he did find out. He did the same test. They go, oh, God, you two are just the same. You're just both full of it. It's just coursing through your veins, the ADHD. So congrats, Jim. But I think he's going to, his thought is, oh, yeah, I need some medicine. I'm like, I don't know, man. The point Aram makes, ADHD can be a source of anxiety. For me, small price to pay. I prefer me the way I am. All right. I don't even know how I got on that topic. Oh, because I was talking about how my brain is just going 10 directions today. It's ridiculous. Very common thing to have happen to me. When this show is done, I do the Patreon bonus podcast. That is the second podcast each and every day. No commercials, just you, me, handful of other people. Very similar to this, but different. And I do this podcast to tell you about that podcast, to promote that podcast. And I would love if each and every one of you would make a $5 or $10 a month donation through the Patreon. And all the details are at patreon.com/Eric Zane. And sign up for more content. So if you like this podcast, there's more each and every day, plus plenty of other things that I do. I do a separate show, usually on Thursdays. Like tonight, I'm doing the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast. My old radio partner, Ben, and I get together once a week and put that show out. Patreon.com/Eric Zane. I suggest trying it out for 1 month. It's been a couple of weeks since I got someone new on the Patreon. So if you're enjoying the free podcast now and you're like, well, I'm not signed up for that, and I don't know if I want to. I'm talking to you. I am actually talking to you. The point of the free one is to drive you to the Patreon. Try it out for 1 month. See if you like it. If not, cancel it. But at least try it out for 1 month. Put me on like probation. $5 a month is all the audio. $10 a month is the audio, the video, and the live streams. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you are currently signed up or if you signed up in the past, unless if you are a part of the pack of jackasses and stalkers that turned on me not long ago. The group formerly known as the Zaniacs, they are dead. Thank God. That is over. And I thought I just saw a comment about when are we going to hear more about that or something like that. Or, it was Maureen wrote, why don't you do a former listener cold call? I am not doing that because, honestly, the reason why I'm not doing it is because that would be pretty weird if I'm working with the police to get to the bottom with who's harassing me and sending me unwanted packages in the mail. And then I am, in fact, reaching out to them, to whoever that could be. So that would be bad. And so I'm not doing that until I get more. Well, I don't think I ever should, frankly. I should probably just leave those assholes alone and let them be miserable. And in the meantime, a couple of you who will remain nameless said, have you heard anything about getting new information from the Postmaster General? I said, no, I should know more by the end of the week. I don't even know if the county sheriff who is working with the local post office can even access what he needs to access to find out who sent me that package without a warrant. And that might happen too. But on the 9th of August at about 4:15 in the afternoon, someone went to the self-service kiosk and paid for postage. It used a card, it spit it out, and the asshole put it on the package and mailed it to your old pal Eric Zane. Somebody did that. We're trying to find out who. Now, if the idiot who did it, and I'm 99% sure I know who it is, did it the way I think they did it using their credit or debit card, which that's going to make this a whole lot easier. But if they were smart, they would have purchased a prepaid card. That's going to be harder to track down. In fact, it won't be able to track down. But this is one of those machines that says, smile, you're on camera. So I don't know. We're still trying to get to the bottom of this. Obviously, I'm revealing more than I revealed to you last time I spoke about it. But I told you that as time passes, I would slowly deal you in. But that's kind of what's going on. Okay. I don't know about you, but I dress like a dick. My wife is constantly like, oh, God, seriously, we gotta start over. So, she's kind of like really bugging me about this. Well, thank God my friends at Trend Him came forward and they said, hey, you should talk about us on your show. And then maybe you can buy some of our stuff, jack off, and not dress like such an asshole. And they're 1,000,000% right. Trend Him has been around since 2007. They offer accessories. So, I'm a work in progress. I need an overhaul on everything. All right. Well, one of the things I'm going to need to take care of is things like accessories. Those are the things that you see on people that just make them look cool as shit, watches, bracelets, cufflinks, ties, sunglasses, belts. Stuff that makes you look like a man who cares about his appearance. Because honestly, my wife wants to brag about me, but I look like a fucking extra from the show Charles in Charge, and it's embarrassing. It might be pocket squares you're into, neckties, necklaces, lapel pins, hats, gloves, earrings. They have it all, even suspenders. Okay, so this is awesome. I want you to go to this website. If you or someone you know or love need some accessories to round out the appearance. Like I said, I got to start completely over, but at some point I got to round out the look. I'm going to Trend Him to buy my stuff. Their thought was they wanted to become the world's go-to destination for men's accessories. Now, I want you to go to this website, all right? You can use my code to save 15%. trnd.hm/Zane. trnd.hm/Zane. With that, you can shop. And when you do shop with that code, my name in there, you will save 15% on your order. So go there and just check it out. Do your little online shopping at what you want. They even have beard care for you guys who have those fantastic beards. All of the accessories you could possibly imagine under one web brand. Trend him. trnd.hm/Zane. trnd.hm/Zane. Okay, thank you, Fitbod, for sponsoring the show. All the time that you have your face buried in the phone, isn't it about time that you got something out of it? The Fitbod app on your phone, it tells you what to do when you are ready to work out. Okay, you've made a decision. You finally want to do something. The Fitbod app has everything you need. If you're working out at home, at the gym, with weights, no weights, doesn't matter. This thing is going to get you in shape on a cardiovascular level, heart and lungs, strength, your muscles, your endurance, all of that stuff, and it's going to be fun. You're going to love it. It tracks your fitness, tells you about the goals, how close you are to them, and it modifies itself and the workouts for you based on how you're doing. How? I have no idea. It's that $10,000 word that everybody uses nowadays called algorithm. But this is what I want you to do. This whole thing is free for you to try out, okay? You can try it free at fitbod.me/Zane. Now, if you do fitbod.com, you're going to wreck everything. So don't do that, and listen to me for once in your life. Try this for free, fitbod.me/Zane. See for yourself how awesome this is, and my gosh, you're going to get the workouts. Stick with it, okay? Rome wasn't built in a day. You're going to get this done, and I believe in you. You can also get 25% off of your subscription and try out the app for free when you sign up now at fitbod.me/Zane. One more time, 25% off your subscription or try it free at fitbod.me/Zane. Now get after it. The open and the live stream of this show is brought to you by Berlin Raceway. We have racing this weekend at Berlin. I will be there. So I want you to get tickets online, berlinraceway.com, for just $12. Bring a pack of people and come see me. I'll be hanging out just below where the guy who waves the flag is, enjoying the races. I love the races. You will too if you've never been there. berlinraceway.com. Buy the tickets. And when you buy them online for just $12, well, that's the cheapest way to get them. If you get them at the gate, they're more expensive. So make sure you buy them online, berlinraceway.com. Under 15, free. Parking, free. And you can bring in a cooler, which is great, 12 by 18 or smaller. And they do measure. They have like a spot. You have to put your cooler into it. And if it doesn't fit, you can't bring it in, which would be a bummer. 12 by 18 or smaller. You can fill it full of all the snacks you want, all the soft drinks you want, no glass. So my point in telling you all the things you can do that are just cost effective and saving money. This is the most affordable family fun you will have. And just seeing all these people on the track, hardworking men and women who work 40, 50 hours, 50, 60 hours a week in their jobs, and then they also work on their cars and bring them to the track for us to enjoy the races. That is awesome. Those are local celebrities, and they should have packed stands cheering them on. It's a great time. It's also a great merch shop. You got a band playing underneath the grandstand. It's a hell of a time. It is a NASCAR home track, Berlin Raceway. Okay, that's the hard sell. Go get tickets. Oh, by the way, I'm giving tickets away, 5 packs of tickets online if you go to my Facebook page and like the post on Berlin Raceway, the most recent one. And one of you who wins the tickets is going to win. You're going to be in the pace car before the race starts. And that is awesome. Gary's going to take you around the track. And Gary's like a 70-year-old retiree who just kills it in the pace truck. It's freaking sweet. I've done this before, and you're going to love it. All right. Before we continue, Kent County Health Department says, hey, if you need any information on the WIC program, immunizations for the kids getting back to school, or immunizations if you're traveling abroad, you need any type of personal health services, or if you need information about the advantages of breastfeeding your baby, you go to accesskent.com/health. Thank you so much to the Kent County Health Department for allowing me to talk about the initiatives that they have. And it's not just for the people in Kent County. There's a trove of information there from about all these things. And you don't have to be from Kent County, Michigan to take advantage of them. Just go online to accesskent.com/health. All right. So, yeah, if you're enjoying the show live, get up a group of people, go to the races, and I will see you there. Megan says, my kids both have ADHD as well. It's not easy. I had to grow into my ADHD. As a parent, it's very hard. Oh, yeah, but that's the fun shit. That's when they get in trouble. Oh, my God. Back in the day, if you had ADHD, your parents would just scream at you and chase you around the house with a wooden spoon. Nowadays, it's different. They kind of like, and it's a good thing, too, because it's very stressful to beat the shit out of your kids. My mom, my God, I'll never forget her chasing me around the house. And that was just very traumatic. Just look out. If you push her too far, she's just going to freak out on you. Chris says, referring to the group of assholes, leave them alone and move on. Oh, yeah, I want to, but concerning the sending the package to me, someone is going to, as my dad would say, pay the piper, sending me unwanted packages in the mail. I mean, Jesus Christ. Same with Asperger's and autism. These did not exist in the 1980s. Yeah, well, they did. But what we would do is we would just beat the shit out of the people that had them. And we would call them the R word. And that's 100% true. It was either R word or not R word. And the non-R words would beat up the R words. And the way we, in the school system, it was we would take all the ADHD kids, all the Asperger's kids, and all the autism kids, and we'd throw them in with the general population of the school. And then the kids that didn't have that would then, we'd get out on the recess field, and we'd play 2 games. Smear the Queer was a big one. And then the other one was, I'm not even going to even start to dance around the word we used, but it was something pile. We would have a blank pile, and the poor kids with autism and Asperger's would be at the bottom of the blank word pile. And I was like on the top of it, even though I was sicko asshole ADHD kid. I was all about attacking these vulnerable individuals, and that's how much of an asshole kids, an example of how big of an asshole all kids are. You just do that. That's the way we did it, and that's how it went. Nowadays, it's much different. Kyle says, suck it and get over it, which is why I say that when kids pout about not getting their way. Oh, God. Yeah, that's a little different, though. All right. Just got an urge to make another phone call. I want to talk to people today. I want to talk to lots of people every day. Oh, shit. Oh, people always told me. Come on, Bill. This would be yet another. My third failure on phone calls. Maybe if I try to call my own wife.
Hello.
You know, you're the fourth person I've called today and the first person to pick up.
Dear.
So
rude.
I shared with you last night the show Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
Wasn't that fun?
It was fun. That's awesome.
What was your favorite part? Mine was Aiden Hutchinson singing Billie Jean was one of them.
Yeah. That one was my favorite. And then the two coaches arguing.
That's Deuce Staley and Aaron Glenn.
Yeah.
They're
very good friends, but they were.
Yeah, they were just talking so much shit to each other.
They were. That was fun.
And then everybody, while those two go at it, everyone's just standing around them and not getting involved as they sit there and beat the hell out of each other.
Exactly. And then that one guy because they have those new protective helmets that they have to wear over their helmet.
Yeah, they're called the Guardian helmet.
Yeah. And then the one guy goes, this looks like a effing mushroom.
Yeah.
It was fun that they actually chose our team, so that was good.
Yeah, it's something about that. When you see them, when you see how they do it, it just adds a new layer of like if you like the team, you like them even more. If you didn't like them or didn't care, you suddenly care.
Right. Well, it's just good that, it seems like everybody forgets about the Lions because we don't really have a winning record, so to speak, but it was fun to see that. Yeah.
And I don't know if what you see now is any different from any other year. I mean, those other coaches might have been pretty good too. I have no idea in terms of communicating. I don't know though. That guy, Matt Patricia, remember there was a scene where the dude's cell phone went off and Dan Campbell was laughing with the reporter for interrupting. I think that if Matt Patricia had done that, I think Matt Patricia would have thrown the podium at the guy.
Yeah, that's what I think too. Or told him to leave.
Yeah, but respect the process. I remember Matt Patricia. He really got mad at a reporter because he wasn't sitting up straight.
Oh, geez.
He actually said,
I think this guy's.
Yeah.
I think Dan Campbell's the real deal. Because he likes. I mean, no, but most of the other coaches, the players didn't like very much. I think they really like him.
Yeah, I think that they'd go to war for a guy like that, and they're all everyone who's a coach is a former player. They have, I guess they said combined 80 NFL seasons, all the coaches.
Yeah, and 22 something more training camps or something.
Yeah, there's tons of experience.
Yeah. So.
All right. I don't even know why.
Okay.
I don't even know why I called you. Probably because I've called 3 other people today, and no one wants to talk to me. No one wants to speak to me at all.
That's not nice.
No, it's not. Okay, all right.
All right.
And now wait a second. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
When does school start?
Tuesday.
I was just communicating that back when I was like 10 years old, there was no such thing as autism and Asperger's and ADHD. It was just, back then we just referred to kids as R words.
Mm-hmm.
And it was terrible. And then we beat the hell out of them whenever we could.
Yeah, that's not nice.
Yeah, it isn't. I mean, it's come a long way.
It has. Yes, I agree. Because of awesome people like me.
Because of awesome people like you. Holy crap. Okay. All right, I love you.
Love you too.
Okay,
see you
bye.
later.
See ya.
Bye.
The comment, the entire Lions organization is trash. I don't think you'd say that if you saw this show. I honestly don't think you'd feel that way. Whoever you are. I don't like you because of that comment. I want to punch your face. Shut up. All right. Where the hell am I? Oh, my God. This woman, the amount of, okay, she's super tatted up, and she's got an OnlyFans page. So she, obviously, you go to her OnlyFans page, and you watch her nude. It says woman with, okay, now she has tattoos all over her body. But now the latest thing she's doing, and I forgot who sent me the story. It might have been Rob, a British OnlyFans star, is claiming that she has the most heavily tattooed vagina in the world, with an artist needing 5 separate sessions to needle her labia. Over the years, Becky Holt, 34, has spent more than $42,000 on a tattoo bodysuit from face to feet. There is video of her with the camera set up in strategic spots so that you can't actually see too much of when she actually got her labia tattooed. Audio, check. Video, check. Okay, hang on a second here. There's no sound of this. You know, there is, actually. Hang on. I'm going to mute Kyle. Kyle, I'm going to mute you for a second. Watch this. Look at.
No, I'm not rat.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Look at that. Look at it. What is this juice here on his hand? Is that what I think it is? I don't know, man.
Oh.
Oh, no. Okay. What the hell are you doing? Jesus. Let me bring in Kyle from Dumpster Divers here. We'll talk a little bit more about this in a second. Paul said, I bet it stinks. Jesus. Kyle, go ahead and unmute if you could. Just hit on your screen there. I don't know if you can hear me. Can you? I hope you can hear me. Hey. What's up, buddy? Oh, no. Dude. Ask to unmute. Hey. Hold on a second. I'm going to call him. This will be great. He doesn't know that I muted him. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me?
Hello?
Hey, I muted you. Go ahead and unmute.
Okay.
I don't know if you could hear me or not.
No, it's headphones, dude. But I got the mic, dude.
Okay. All right, you're good.
All right, I'll do it. Here we go. I'm figuring it out.
It's on devil voice. Oh, no. Can you not hear me?
Wait, did you hang up? I can't hear you. Unless we talk on the phone, too.
Oh, shit. Every time. Every time. Months of doing this and still can't get it. Yeah. Yeah, first of all, it's on devil voice.
Oh, shit, hold on.
All right, we're good.
Second of all, you obviously cannot hear me through your computer. You can only hear me through your phone.
Dude, it's those headphones. I need to get new headphones. Fucking Delta, dude.
Are you using the headphones that you get from... And turn your phone down because it's coming through the mic.
Oh, shit. Hold
Jesus Christ.
All right,
Are you telling me you're counting on the headphones you get from Delta Airlines?
Yeah, it's those ones that you gave me, dude.
Oh, Jesus. So that's are we gonna have to? Is that how you want to do this today? You want to keep the phone to your ear?
Yeah, dude. I guess that's the only way because those headphones. It just sounds like it's like, and so that's why I was like, I hope he's not talking to me, dude.
Okay. Well, that's no problem. How are you? It's good to see you.
I'm doing good. Sorry, I had to turn down the level because somebody said "rip" to everyone's ear, so I figured it was me.
Yeah, I'm actually controlling it to some degree too. But yes, okay. So we once again get off on a terrible foot, a terrible start once again to this segment. It's pretty much par for the course. Everybody expects it these days. But everything else is good, huh?
Everything else is good. I'm not on the chalk this week, and I got some fucking topics, dude. So I'm coming back strong. Last week was a bit rough, so my apologies.
Fair enough. What do you got to start us off, Kyle?
So the first thing that I was gonna wait. Oh yeah, guys, fucking Eric Zane. I forgot about the paintball, dude. My bad.
Are you reading the comments? Don't, because remember, there's only like a fraction of the people that give a shit when it's live. So all those people who are writing him, quit because I can't even get him to focus. Jesus Christ.
Well, no, that was the first thing I was gonna mention though, is I fucking forgot about the paintball, dude. And but I had not a good reason really. Because the reason I forgot to talk about it was because Saturday, me and Blue were able to we said hut and handed off Jameson, and we had a date night. So he stayed with the old grandparents, the old GPs, and so me and Blue got to have a date night. So I was not focused, and then on Sunday we went up north to Blue's parents' place on the lake or whatever, and we had like a little family day up there, so I spaced on it, dude.
Hey, don't even worry about it. It's fine, it's just paintball. I mean, my God, don't even sweat it.
Okay, I won't then. So the other thing I was going to talk about is the moment in your life, did you ever have like moments where like you realized like your parents were turning into their parents and you were just like watching it unfold in front of your fucking eye skis?
My parents turning into their parents.
Yeah.
So that would be the thing about that is I was very young when the last of my grandparents passed away.
Oh shit.
But I've been thinking that I am becoming my dad quite a bit.
Right now?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I believe it, dude. I'll just give you guys a little foray into the life of your good friend Kyle here. So here's the thing. My dad, right?
By the way, your mic is distorted. So if you look at your little soundboard there when you talk, it's hitting the red when you talk.
Oh.
So when you do that, so you're gonna have to back off your it's called the gain. The
gain. Okay.
Your gain is too intense and it's causing you to be distorted. You know what I mean?
How about now? Is that better?
It is better.
Okay, good. My bad, guys. It could also be me talking loud as fuck, dude, because I'm in a hallway right now, and so then my ears play tricks on me and just say, talk fucking louder, dude.
Yeah, you don't need to, because the mic does the work for you.
Yeah. What the fuck was I just talking? Oh, so anyways, the parent thing. The reason I want to talk about it is this first happened to my dad, right? So my fucking grandma, which is my dad's mom, has always been fucking crazy at like restaurants, you know what I mean? Like just like a super white person. Like if anything happens that is like not to her 100% liking, she like flips out and then like makes a big deal about it to the servers.
Well, that's funny. I just talked about this week about my mother would do that.
Oh yeah. And so yeah, it's fucking embarrassing if you ask. I feel embarrassed. Like I used to when I was a kid, I was embarrassed that like my grandma would do it. And you know, like a steak comes back and it doesn't look exactly like she's like, send this steak back, make me another one. It's not hot. Just embarrassing stuff. Anyways, my dad used to be a fucking true G about it and like would yell at my grandma and be like, don't do that. Like, you know, they're just. Anyways, now fast forward to 2022, dude. And this has been happening for like 2 or 3 years now. But now my fucking dad is anamorphing into the same fucking character. And I can't even go to restaurants with him no more because he fucking flips out. Like my dad's thing, which this doesn't make any fucking sense to me. But his thing is he orders a Pepsi, but he wants the ice completely full from top to bottom in the cup, right? Jesus. And so if they bring the fucking pop and it's like half filled with ice, he like won't drink it, right? And then he like makes this annoying face and is like,
Jesus.
Yeah, no. And then he's like, wow. He's like, there's not enough ice in there. I'm like, fucking dad, dude. So anyways, he'll sit there and wait, and then like the waitress will come back and, like. He just like makes this like voice. I can't even mimic it. He's like, but it sounds like he's like a little kid who didn't get what they want. He'll be like, yeah, well, I guess I didn't get all the ice, and the waitress would be like, oh, I'm so sorry. And he's like, can you just bring me a whole other cup just full of ice? And then so he'll sit there and wait until the fucking lady brings him back a full cup of ice, and then he controls destiny in ice.
So he's a total pain in the ass is what he is.
Pain in the ass.
So
sure.
And then when they come back and he makes that comment like you just did, that's all that passive aggressive nonsense. And to think that this is what you're doing, and all you want to do is just have a good time. And him doing that's gonna guarantee that everyone's food is gonna get spit on.
Oh, for sure. I know. That's like aside from the embarrassing fact is like, you're like, well, hopefully our fucking experience isn't shot. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Now, so are you like your dad used to talk to his dad about that? Are you doing the same to your dad? Are you having a word with him saying, hey, Dad?
Oh, for sure. I'm like at the table. I'm like, Dad, I like literally last time we were out, like I like was fed up. I just like looked, I'm like, Dad, I'm like, drink the fucking pop. Like, which is like a weird thing to say to your dad. I'm like, drink the fucking pop, Dad.
Like, right.
He's like,
my God, that is great. Yep. I love that you're experiencing that because that's going to allow you to have something to park on, to laugh about. That's the type of story that you tell when one day he will pass away and you will tell that story at the funeral and everyone's going to laugh at it.
Exactly.
I don't mean to bring that up, but we're all going to die. We all know that.
Oh yeah, I actually love telling people that. Like when anyone's like starts getting way too serious about shit, like I'm always just like, hey, we're gonna be dead soon, Dad.
Oh my God. Okay. Hey, by the way, we were thinking about you earlier this week. There was a story about the zipper merge on the local news. Did you see that?
Oh, dude, I saw you post that, and I was like, these motherfuckers, dude.
Oh shit. Oh my God. Yeah, some guy got zipper merged. And he freaked and chased the people for 20 miles.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, my God. All right, what else you got, Kyle?
So yeah, so the dad part, that's my dad, right? That's the slow transformation that's happened to my dad. But my mom is starting to make her transition into my grandma, so my grandma died last year, right? So I think that like when your parents die, like the transformation becomes accelerated.
Okay.
Like like they're gone, so they just start acting like it more. So anyways, my grandma used to do this thing where it was like one of those like a legacy thing. So like you don't ask fucking questions, I feel like. But like every once in a while, like my mom would either go out and like visit my grandma and then come back and then just like give me socks. But like the socks would be like not in a package. They would just be like a bunch of socks like duct taped together or like scotch taped like together. And like you never knew like where the fuck these socks were coming from or whatever. But like it was nice because like me as a dude, like I'm not gonna go to the fucking store and buy myself socks. So like it was always nice, you know what I mean? Like, hey, like every once in a while, I got myself some new fucking socks. I don't know where the fuck these socks came from, but I got new socks. Right?
So wait a minute, you were actually appreciative of the poverty socks?
Oh, yeah, socks number one, dude.
Yeah, I always hated that. I would get socks from my grandmother, and I was like, God, I mean, seriously, what the hell? But the fact that you're giving you were given Goodwill socks, which probably had tons of leftover jizz on them.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I mean that's remarkable.
So yeah, so like any legacy of my grandma, right, is just like she'd also give me like up until like a couple years ago, she'd like somehow find those old like handheld games from the 90s that like little kids would play, where like the little black dot is like if the dude like
right.
The shitty 90s handheld game. She would like give those to me. I'm like, where the fuck are you getting these things?
Yeah.
But anyways, like I said, you don't ask questions, right? But anyways, so recently, like 3 weeks ago, I opened my drawer, and in my drawer was just like a bunch of fucking new socks that had not been there before. So I turned to Blue. I'm like, where the fuck did all these socks come from, dude? And she's like, yeah, your mom gave those to me to put in there. And I was like, oh fuck, dude. And then Blue's like, what? And I'm like, this is the transformation. And she's like, what the fuck are you talking about? So I had to explain like basically the story that I just explained to you.
Right.
I'm like, my mom's like just showing up to our house now with random fucking socks.
Yep.
Dude. And you can tell because like these socks are not like stylistically relevant to like today's time.
No,
They're just like these random ass fucking socks, dude.
Functional socks, but still just, poverty socks from different walks of life that she picked up at Goodwill.
Dude, and I'm going to wear them too, dude. Poverty socks, baby.
Oh my God, that's all true. When it comes to our parents, we eventually become our parents. Like is Blue's mother still with us?
Yeah.
Okay. One thing is when you're dating, they say that if you ever want to see what your wife is going to look like, who this person will look like, you just look at their mother. So if you were to see Blue's mother, when you first started dating, and you said, okay, well, that's what she's going to look like. You have to kind of because that is true. That is, if you want to see what your future wife is going to look like, look at her mother. Okay. So if someone's dating somebody and say the relationship is just starting out, you want to get a good look at the mom, because if she looks like shit, you know that's what you're going to be sidled with way in the future. So you should probably break up with her if she, because you know that's what you're going to be stuck with, this gross looking hag. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, no, I'm following you 100%, dog.
So Blue's mom probably is a babe, right?
That's a funny thing you mentioned that, right? So I've known obviously Blue and her family since like the fucking 90s. So like I've known them forever. So, but here's the thing, like growing up, like in high school and shit like that, like all of my friends were obsessed with Blue's mom. And this is like at a time when like we didn't talk and like we didn't like know each other.
Right.
Like my friends would like with them and like hang out with them and like all that kind of stuff. And all my friends were like obsessed with Blue's mom. So yeah.
Yep. And Aram says that isn't true. The daughter has a whole other set of genes. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I know what you're saying, but that is all true. You just got to look at her mom. It's cosmic. All right, we got time left for one more thing. Is there anything else on your mind, Kyle from Dumpster Divers?
Yep. So I fucking was, you know me, I'm always out here looking for like crazy shit going on. But I saw this fucking news article where this fucking dude or lady, I can't remember. They were in Maine, and like some rocket piece or like a piece, no, it's from an airplane. Like it like fell and like landed like close, like from the guy like fucking standing there, and it just landed next to them.
Right.
And so whatever, like crazy story, but like of course, like where my Aspergery mind went first was that dude or lady, because I can't remember what it was, is gonna be they're gonna be a fucking pain the whole rest of their life, because you know that like any fucking party or any like event that person's at, they're just gonna be talking about it fucking 24/7. You know what I mean? Like, you can't even hang out with the guy. Like,
right.
Like this, you know, someone's gonna be like, "Oh, guess what happened to me this weekend?" He's like, "Oh, I bet it's not gonna be as crazy as when I almost got hit by the fucking plane, dude." You know what I mean? Like, the rest of that person's life, they're just gonna be bringing it up. So they're gonna lose tons of friends. You might have got a news article about but you're gonna lose tons of friends.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. In fact, I'm showing it right now. The audience can see what it is that actually fell from the sky, and just the simple fact that, I mean, relatively close to hitting the guy. Can you imagine if that actually happened? If the thing went through your skull, for God's sake?
Well, yeah, that would be fucked up, but a good news article, but like then the dude's just dead or whatever. But like now this guy, that's what I'm saying. This guy's just going to be a fucking, the whole rest of his life, he's just going to be like talking about it. Like, shut the fuck up, Gerald, or whatever. You know what I mean? He's like, oh yeah, I almost got fucking smoked.
Jesus. All right. Hey, so you said you're not on the road today. Is that right?
Yep. Yeah. It's a little bit slower today. So Willie, well, we call Tony Willie because his last name's Willis, so we just call him Willie. We got names for each other around here, but he's doing most of the stuff, and then Emilio's out picking up one of our like roofing contract dumpsters for the other truck. So, but yeah, it's pretty chill today. So give us a fucking call. I'm ready to fucking give you some dumpsters or some junk removal, dude.
Kyle, the ease at which the F word comes flying out of your mouth is it's extravagant. Have you?
Yeah, dude.
How do you?
It's just a word. It doesn't mean anything, dude.
Do you accidentally drive? Because when I first met you, you didn't say it at all. Do you ever do that accidentally when you're with a customer who might be new or doesn't know you?
Oh yeah, dude. That's the whole dumpster divers revolution, dude. Is we're gonna fucking just party, dude. We're just gonna we just keep it like, I mean, we're professional and all that kind of stuff, but like if somebody's talking to us and you can tell they're a cool person, then we're gonna be cool people too, dude.
All right. I'm gonna check out the website again. I like going there from time to time. The Dumpster Divers website, your dumpster rental and junk removal solution. Did you just add new artwork?
Yeah, well, yeah, I changed that background picture so it like improves your SEO and shit like that. You know what I mean?
No. What does that even mean?
SEO?
Yeah.
So it's like, well, so you know how Google runs the fucking world and stuff like that?
Right.
So you have to like update your website every once in a while. That picture is a good way to do that. So then like the Google algorithms will like does this thing called like indexing and spidering and all that kind of shit, and read the web page to make sure that like you're still like a relevant web page and like you're keeping up on shit like that. So then it will rank you higher on
really?
Like organic rankings.
I had no idea that you actually sound like you know what you're talking about.
That's the beauty of when you hang out with good old Kyle. Is like I just like to fuck around most of the time, but I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Okay.
Except for when I talked about those plants, trying to plant plants on the moon. That was fucked up on my part.
That was great. One of my favorite things. Okay. DumpsterDiversLLC.com. Reach out to these dumbasses. Get a dumpster, junk removal, demolition, all that stuff.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Well, very good. You have a good day. All right, buddy?
Love you guys.
Yeah, man. Talk to you. There you go.
See ya.
Kyle from Dumpster Divers. Another train wreck. Getting him on as we were struggling. But what the hell? The question, how does Kyle remove wasps? Great question. Search engine optimization. I can help you with that at Eric Zane Live. Well, I mean, what do you mean? Well, I don't even know what that means. I'm clueless. That's funny that Kyle can't even manage Zoom, and yet he has the ability to explain what he just explained to us in a pretty concise way. It was weird because he goes from sounding like total stoner to, someone who actually knows what the hell he's talking about. Quite remarkable. All right. I want to go back to Tattooed Chick in just a second here, but before I do that, I do want to mention that if you want to hire me on Cameo, I would love that. Cameo.com/Eric Zane. Just $15 if somebody you know needs to get roasted, or perhaps it's words of encouragement, whatever it may be. Cameo.com/Eric Zane. Thank you very much. Also want to mention Blue Frost IT, the managed IT service provider for the Eric Zane Show podcast. If you're small or medium-sized businesses without any type of tech support, you might want to reach out to Blue Frost IT. In the event that anything goes south or you need updates done, the managed IT service provider portion of their business is second to none. Blue Frost IT, 616-200-8550. We got comedy in West Michigan, Full House Comedy. Venues all over the area, fullhousecomedy.com. Advertise with me. Reach out, Eric at ericzaneshow.com. I can tell you exactly how it works. Just like the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage, 231-332-6505. If you need a mortgage and you are anywhere in the U.S., doesn't matter where you're listening, there are a few exceptions, South Carolina, Maine, Alaska, and Hawaii. Reach out to the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage, 231-332-6505 today. Okay, back to Chick, who's tattooing her labia. God. $42,000 on her tattoo bodysuit. Like I said, OnlyFans out of England. The blonde made sure not to neglect her pubic region. And which one of you said, I bet that stinks? God. It is hideous to me. Why? Why do you have to do that? I think that the that material on the guy's hand is not that's needed to like do the job, I guess. But look at this. This is hideous. She's pretty cute. It's too bad she's destroyed her body, though. In this story, it says almost a month on, it says here the woman's vagina is still swollen and she isn't able to have sex with her partner, Ben. I was in an incredible amount of pain. The fifth and final ink session was back in July 5th. Just why? Why do you have to do this? Well, I mean, if you are showing that part of your body on the OnlyFans page, I mean, I guess. We won't be able to be intimate until it's finished healing, which will be difficult for both of us as we have a very active sex life. Holt divulged. Foreplay for him only currently. Despite the sex drought, Holt's beau has managed to find some humor in the situation. When I showed him how swollen it was, he joked and showed me a picture of a Monsters, Inc. character saying my fanny looked like them. That the tattoo lover revealed. Here she is, and she's in some obvious discomfort, but it's kind of hot. That face she's making. I mean, I'm just envisioning. I'm like saying, suspecting, like acting like she's not in any pain, that she's actually enjoying it. That actually is pretty great. Jesus. Then there's that foot. As you guys know, I'm all about feet, so that's pretty hot. Holt didn't divulge what design she chose to have permanently plastered onto her labia. How about the fact that at one point in your life, she's going to be really old? I mean, she looks great right now. Her face does. The rest of it looks like hell. I'm sorry, but all those tattoos look like shit. You've ruined your body. But when she is old and withered, I mean, that's going to be hideous. What is wrong with people? Holt believes she's one of the only women in the world to have her vaginal folds inked, and says admirers have praised her for enduring the painful process. So that is the area, that is the outer vagina, the labia. She needs to, I mean, why stop there? She needs to go in. She needs to go in there and have every portion of her vagina inked. And then she needs to not stop there, and the inside of her uterus needs to have be tattooed. That's, I mean, why stop? What's slowing you down? Okay, now, out of all the things that I've showed you on this, of this woman getting her vagina tattooed, this is probably the next thing I'm going to show you is the most shocking. Paul writes, they won't be able to tell the difference between a bed sore and a Bulbasaur, which I think is a Pokemon. I did not expect this. It's a picture of her with her boyfriend. Talk about a mismatched pair. Look at this drip next to her. Now, again, she would be hot, but because of she has, it looks to be the entire Constitution tattooed onto her stupid face, because she's got some type of brain damage. This is not hot. That's not attractive at all. No, I take it back. She's actually still pretty attractive, despite the stupid amount of tattoos she has on her body. But look at what, my God, he doesn't have a bit of ink on him. He looks like the type of guy who, you know, he looks like a counselor, or maybe like an art teacher or something like that. I mean, he's a complete dork. That's the guy. That is shocking to me that that's her boyfriend. There's no way they last. What could she possibly see in him? She could get any type of biker bad boy that she wanted. And she's with this sap. Jesus. Sarah says they're a hot couple. I don't think so. All right. That's basically all I got for that. He has money. Biker guys are poor as shit. They are? Well, yeah, that makes sense. Biker guys are the guy who spends way too much money that he doesn't have on his motorcycle, buys a stupid costume to wear all the time, and doesn't provide for his family or their needs because he's too busy spending all of his money on his dumbass bike. Okay? That's what biker guy does. The family is in need of health care and food and clothing, but biker guy is busy spending his money on his stupid motorcycle with the two loud pipes and then making videos of him riding his motorcycle with his unkept face. That's what you expect from biker guy. So selfish, spends it all on a stupid motorcycle while the family is struggling. That is not so veiled in its scope of insult. Jesse says you're forgetting the drugs and the hookers. That too. Mike Tyson, is he near death? What? He just said, like on a podcast recently, that he is near death or he will die soon. Now, when I hear Mike Tyson say that, I don't believe that because, hell, it was just like a couple of months ago that he got up from that chair, from his seat in the airplane and reached behind him and beat the shit out of that dude. And then just before that, he was in the ring. And he was in great shape. Oh, wait, I got to add domestic violence charges to biker guy. These are all things that happen to all bikers. Most of them. All right. Iron Mike Tyson, not so iron. What the hell is going on? People are walking up to him at the airport in Miami, and they're like, oh, champ, hey, can I get a picture? He's in a wheelchair. This is ridiculous. Right after the death comments. So people are walking up to him. They're getting there. By the way, Mike, shave the beard. You're not that old. I mean, Mike can't be any more than like 56, 57 years old. And now he's in a wheelchair with the giant white beard. This is a good time to look up any Mike Tyson roast. The one Seth MacFarlane gives him is pretty funny. Amanda, I applaud you. Mike Tyson roasted Seth MacFarlane. Now I've got Mike Tyson roasting Seth MacFarlane. I think that's the best I can do. And it's not long.
You know, during a very dark period in my life, I found inspiration by reading the great epic poet, the Iliad. So see, Seth, you're not the only person that gotten by taking ideas from Homer. The fucking idiot over there. He's a fucking idiot with the stoolie. Okay, all right. Well, if I must confess, I'm really not a roaster, because of course you know, everyone, I don't like hurting people, and I'm living, more of a spiritual life now through poetry, and I've written...
He's so uncomfortable.
Well, I've written, many verses in my secret garden, and now I like to share them with a few of you here today.
Okay, so this is the Charlie Sheen roast. Seth MacFarlane comebacks. All right.
period in my life, I found inspiration by reading the great epic poet, the Iliad. So see, Seth, you're not the only person that gotten by taking ideas from Homer.
He's a guy who's beaten every opponent he has gone up against except the letter S.
Look at you, Seth. You've got the spray-on tan, the waxed eyebrows, the pec implants, halogen teeth, the bleached anus, the scrotal tuck, nipple enlargement, taint augmentation. But I got to admit, I envy you. You've got boatloads of money, 3 TV shows, and still, even with all the work you've had done, you can walk down the street totally unrecognized.
Charlie, you claim to have tiger blood, but with all the porn stars you've banged, it's probably just Tiger Woods' blood, I'm guessing.
Oh, fuck.
As you may know, Charlie Sheen is not his birth name. His original Spanish name is Senor Drugs. Kidding aside, though, Carlos Estevez took his dad's name, yes, to gain credibility as an actor. I've seen your films, and you don't really act like a Sheen. But, you know, with your rap sheet and briefcases of coke, you're definitely acting like a Carlos. Charlie went on to star in TV and film, both drama and comedy. He was the star of Hot Shots, which is also what Charlie feels when he takes a piss.
Oh, shit.
So now, Charlie is a self-contained unit. He is dependent upon no man and no thing, except crack, jack, crank, meth, ludes, Vicodin, blow, acid, uppers, poppers, nitrous, dust, hash, and this one boner medicine from Norway. He's the reason a dick with cocaine on it is called a sheenus. He's still with us, Charlie Sheen. In fact, Charlie just celebrated his 46th birthday. A statement no one thought we would ever hear. Charlie allegedly made a prostitute cry at the Plaza Hotel. I want to tell you, though, Charlie, I think she's lying. Because I saw the scene where you got arrested in Wall Street. You can't even make yourself cry. But you know, with all those dangerous jobs shows on TV, like the ones about crab fishing, ice road trucking, why is there no show about the most dangerous job out there, being an escort for Charlie Sheen? How long must we wait for the first season of Deadliest Snatch? I'm ready to see that right now.
Come on. All right. Very fun. The Sheenus. Jesus. All right. Very good. Where the hell am I? I don't even know. Oh, I was talking about Tyson. So people are coming up to him at the airport, and they're like, oh, my God. And he had just recently made these comments about dying. And I'm shocked at that. Not so much that he'd say it, but that if he really is, there's something wrong with him. I mean, he was, like I said, just in the ring not long ago, and he looked terrific. He looked physically drained, covering his mouth with a towel and using a stick for support. He's got like a cane. He said he had been suffering from back problems over the last couple of years. Seen roaming around with the cane in New York City, but it seems like things have worsened for him. The concerning thing was how Tyson uncannily predicted this was going to happen to him. On his podcast, which is terrible, called The Hot Boxin', it's basically just Mike Tyson getting stoned and talking about nothing. The former heavyweight champ stated he felt like his time in this world is coming to an end. We're all going to die one day, of course. Then when I look in the mirror, I see those little spots on my face. I say, wow, that means my expiration date is coming close really soon, he said. This became even more disheartening as Tyson claimed that humans knew nothing about death. That's death, not knowing nothing. Life is about dying before you die. Life is about dying before you die, said Tyson. Jesus. A philosophical Mike Tyson is a disaster. I had the pleasure of talking to him once. It was difficult. If you listen to the Lost Zane recordings, we will stumble upon it at some point. It'll have to be by accident because I don't know what's coming up on the Lost Zane recordings because I no longer have the show notes. And I don't have enough energy or time to sit through that and come up with the show notes. Jesus. I still can't believe that Mike did that. That's way too much time. I'd have been pissed off, too, if somebody was wasting that amount of time. Jesus. I would have. I better not say it. Better not say it. Ripcord. Absurdity here concerning monkeypox. Some guy in New York City, and he's like, Doc, hey, I don't feel so good. I got a sore. Yeah, it's fine. It's no big deal. Just take this medicine and go home. Well, his nose fell off. This is okay. If you're triggered by something gross, it's coming. This is bad. So if you're watching, get ready. This is being described as the worst case of monkeypox on a person's nose. In 3, 2, 1. Look at this. Holy shit. Megan writes, oh my fuck, Eric. Yeah. The trouble is just beginning for this guy. As the comment, it's Artie Lang. Let's get into this. 40-year-old patient went to his doc after a red spot developed on his nose. It was assumed to be a sunburn. He was sent home. Within a few days, it began to turn black. The man soon also found the monkeypox sores all over his body, which were particularly severe around his penis and mouth. Oh, my God, if his nose looks like that, can you imagine what the guy's crank looks like? I wonder if that's actually happened. Some dude's crank has actually fallen off. The unnamed man was then tested for monkeypox. Why did it take so long? You'd have thought, my God, here we have, every time you turn around, you hear about monkeypox. I mean, you're hearing about it. The guy, it looks like monkeypox. Why would it take so long? Why would you even send the guy home? He was given antivirals to combat the virus. While at the hospital, he was also tested for various sexually transmitted illnesses. This is where it gets worse. The doctors said you have undiagnosed syphilis and HIV that has developed into AIDS. If you're a guy, of course he's got AIDS. If you're the idiot who lets the monkeypox get this far, of course he also has HIV untreated, which has developed into AIDS. Jimmy in Maine says, don't stick your nose up someone's ass. Is that what happened here? Because I know that monkeypox you have a lot of people who are having homosexual sex are getting monkeypox. So if the monkeypox is okay. Now, Chris says that's from the syphilis, not the monkeypox. I don't know about that. That isn't what the story says here. It says he's got monkeypox of the nose. How can we, in 2022, with all of the advances in science, can someone be so screwed up to let this go like that for so long? Holy shit. Look at that. That is intense. Look at, even closer. I think I can even get closer. Oh, yes. Look at that. You can actually see the crust here. This is a glorious picture. I just want to pick that. I just want to pick that right off. Are you like me? You get the urge to pick shit like this? Oh, my God. Chris, I think Chris knows things. And he says that's what untreated syphilis does. Maureen says she's a picker. Jesse says, good thing I ate. Linda says this is way worse than Dr. Pimple Popper. The suggestion maybe he was muff diving and the OnlyFans girl who inked up her labia. I guess that's possible. By the way, when was the last time you heard the term muff diving? And is that something that's used in the bedroom? I would think that that's only something you would say as a joke or when it's like locker room talk. Oh, yeah, he's muff diving. I don't think you would ever say that in the presence of your significant other. Like, hey, Ma, Jesus. Hey, honey, you want me to go down on your muff? Let's go do some muff diving. Why did I say mom there? Hey, Mom, want me to do some muff diving? Amanda says, I say muff all the time. So are you saying that when you hook up with your strange Latino or black men on Tinder that you say, hey, you want to do some muff diving? Do you actually say it like that? Chris says that was weird, referring to my mother when talking about muff diving. Yeah, that was bad. Amanda says, oh, yeah, absolutely. Hey, yeah, go down on my muff. Jesus. Kenny says a muff makes me think of a big furry bush. Aren't those coming back? Isn't that turning... they say everything old is new again. Like back in the day, if we looked at like Penthouse or Playboy, you'd see a huge clump of hair, and we'd be like, oh, man, it's so hot. And then that stopped. Is it going back to that now? Is that what people are doing now? Yeah, just let it grow. Big, giant muff. I don't know. What the hell am I talking about? Okay, anyway, back to this guy and his horrible diagnosis. So he basically has a laundry list of STDs, including AIDS. Jesus. The man's nose, according to this article, began to rot following a monkeypox diagnosis and undiagnosed sexually transmitted infections. As for the monkeypox, an antiviral was enough to dry out the sores on the skin, which means they were wet. Ugh. But only partially improved the nose by reducing the swelling. The man's case was so severe because the HIV left him immunocompromised and susceptible to necrosis, the death of body tissue, so his nose fell off. I might have said this was in the U.S. It wasn't. It was in Germany. My God. The virus has primarily spread through gay and bisexual men and account for about 98% of patients. Although women, children, and heterosexual men are just as likely to become sick if directly exposed to monkeypox. But 98% of patients are gay and bisexual men. So I don't know why I saw a story the other day. There was like one of these top story, reducing the stigma of monkeypox. It's not just for the gay men. Well, it seems like, yes, it is. Like 98% of them, 98% of patients are gay men. So if you are a gay man and you are going to go out and go get some butt, protect yourself. I mean, I don't even know. Does a condom protect you? I mean, because if you're really ramming the guy, you could still somehow get infected. I think. I don't know. I've not partaken in that type of endeavor ever. Dr. John White, Chief Medical Officer of WebMD, told the New York Post that doctors are still learning about monkeypox, but reassured patients of their worst fears. We haven't known the current outbreak to be fatal, and that's a good thing. This week, gay Texan porn star Silver Steel documented his painful monkeypox symptoms after being diagnosed with the virus several weeks ago. Silver Steel photographed the lesions on his chin area as they developed over time, showing they were at their worst at 11 days after the first spot surfaced. It took more than 3 weeks for symptoms to completely subside. How did this start? Did this start from a gay man having sex with a monkey? And I don't have the patience or the time to look that up right now, but the disease is called monkeypox. So perhaps, holy shit, what is going on with the world? Oh, God. A lot involved with the monkeypox. Okay. Jimmy says the guy with the nose needs Michael Jackson's plastic surgeon. That would probably help. I think you're onto something. All right. Good news. Your old pal Eric Zane dipped below 173 pounds yesterday. Now, again, I am not trying to lose weight. I am not eating appropriately. Had I been, I would be down to 160 right now. It is only because of the mileage. I'm going to put in over 40 this week running. And that is all part of the effort to try to beat Mike Ball. I give myself a 5% chance. Details coming up about how you can sign up to pick who you think is going to win. If you pick me, you'll win 3. This is how it goes. You decide who's going to win and by how much time. Closest, you'll win $300. Second closest, $200. Third closest, $100. If you pick, if Mike Ball, how did this go? If you pick Mike Ball, that's what you'll win. But if you pick me and I win, Mike Ball will double the prize. That's how sure he is that he is going to be able to win this race. Chris says, why is it so much? I'm only at 30 a week for a marathon. I don't know. My training plan is obviously different than yours. But mine is, it sounds weird, but mine is not a novice plan. I can show it to you. In fact, I think I've shown this before. It's described as high effort training level. I would send this to you. This is if you've completed, and it's only for a half marathon. This is if you've already completed a half marathon and you really want to work on your speed, and it gives you a bunch of definitions and things like that, and paces, and it's all charts and shit like that. And then it starts you with the schedule. And this is week 1. This is what I was talking about. Day 1, total rest or 20, 30 minutes at endurance pace. That's slow. That's like 2 minutes slower than your race pace. So this is not a lot of miles at all, but you can see as it goes up because I'm on week 8 right now. The first workout of the week was the mile repeats, and then you do the 8 miles easy, and then you do the half mile. Today's the half mile repeats, speed VO2 max, this one right here. And then 8 miles, and then 7 miles on hills. And then the long run is the last thing you do each week, which I think, let's see. Yeah, my longest run for this training is on week 13, 16 miles. I know that's boring, but if you want it, I'll send it to you. All right, Patreon, I'm going to talk about an absurd sentence on a woman in Saudi Arabia. A woman is practicing with her 5-year-old to keep him safe in the event of a school shooting. And a baseball player's dad is pissed off. Patreon.com/Eric Zane. I have T-shirts available. I just sold one yesterday. EricZaneShow.com if you want a T-shirt. My Policy Shop Insurance. If you need help navigating healthcare.gov or Obamacare, reach out to my friends at mypolicyshop.com. The website you want to go to, though, is called buyinsurancehere.com. That's going to put you on Frank Fuss's radar, and he's going to help you every step of the way when it comes to filling out your application for Obamacare. He will see if you qualify. You can also reach out to him, 616-914-4070. Call or text. He's also the Medicare Advantage Plan expert to help you out every step of the way with everything you need to know for Medicare and Social Security. Heating and cooling, A&E, heating and cooling. On the Reddit thing that was beating the shit out of me the other day, somebody said, Zane's a joke. He has to have these sponsors in order to survive. He's selling oil changes and HVAC repair. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of how it works, you dumbass. It's the way it works in radio, too. What do you want? Jesus. Joe Martinez, 616-516-8579, A&E Heating and Cooling. He is the absolute best. Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV, 616-532-6600, irvines.com. That's ER Vines. Get your vehicle repaired right for scheduled maintenance, or if you just suddenly get in the weeds because something falls apart, ervines.com. Check them out online. Great Google reviews. All of my sponsors have great Google reviews, but Irvine's is extremely proud of it. They display it prominently at the top of their website. Your asshole of the day. God, I don't know. Not a ton stands out to me. Let's see. I have something in mind. But because today is a day where I don't have a lot of choices because I just don't have a lot of assholes that I'm talking about. But somebody has to be the asshole of the day. Chris says the guy whose nose is falling off. What? Why would you? Why is he an asshole? The lady who's getting her labia tattooed is the asshole of the day. I don't know if I can go with that either. Eric is the asshole for showing us the nose. No, I warned you. Bullshit. You're the asshole for not looking away. Because of his inability to be able to communicate with us in a timely fashion, it's got to be Kyle from Dumpster Divers. Kyle is the asshole of the day. Brought to you by TC Paintball and JM Synthetics. No, the tattoo lady can't be the asshole of the day. Come on. Why? Because she gets tattoos? I mean, I wouldn't do it. She's deranged. What do you want? She's got some type of illness. That is mental illness right there. All right. That is my time on this edition of the Eric Zane Show Podcast. Kenny says she is labia of the day. All right. There you go. Enjoy the rest of your day if I don't catch you on the Patreon. But God knows I want to. Would one of you cheap bastards sign up on Patreon? If you're not there right now, patreon.com/Eric Zane. She should be asshole of the day. She made that artist smell her muff. God, you guys are hideous. All right, have a good one. Till next time. Thank you, folks. Bye-bye.